What's up, Pisces? So, we got a card pulled from the Herbal Astrology Oracle deck, and that's by Adriana Ayales. And we also we do the reading after. Okay. So this particular card is Bobin Sana, which is trust, self-love, heart retrieval, ultimate state of receivership, gratitude, receptivity, and compassion. In the Shipibo tradition, Babisana is a highly respected master teacher that contains a plethora of medicinal benefits for the body, mind, and spirit. Native to the Amazon basin, many call the herb Serenita or mermaid. Beautiful paintings found in the Amazon among shamans depict her as a goddess, a deeply creative feminine spirit who has masterful healing abilities. Serenita de los Rios assists us in healing wounds of the heart, past relationships, grief, loss, sadness, abuse, and melancholy. Babinsana is often prescribed by curandero or a healer to heal the wounds from childhood, or soul retrieval, or to heal a stunted soul that left fragments of itself in a painful past. Whether used as a single plant during specific shamanic cleanses, dietas for purification and spiritual awakening, or brewed as a tea, Babinsana assists in deeply amplifying heart energy to explain the transcendent power of love, empathy, compassion, oneness, freedom from pain. Babinsana also grants the powers of expansive intuition and lucid dreaming. Many users, when ingesting Babinsana through dietas alongside with other ceremonial brews, experience time differently, as if the barriers between waking life and dreaming get washed away. It is said that these transcendent experiences of love beyond space and time are what allows for miraculous heart healing. This is the guidance portion. Babinsana bright and pink flowers bathe the energy body with the softness of light, awakening the inner pathways of unconditional love, self-love. And Babinsana also reminds us that love is the highest state of receivership, reminding us not to forget the necessary power of self-love. Babinsana assists in rediscovering forgotten places within ourselves, retrieving fragments of our heart seeking healing. Ask yourself, where in my heart's memory can I bring wholeness to? Babinsana meditation is like that of whales and hummingbirds, the joyous record keepers of the sacred that assist us in assessing the reservoirs of the cosmic heart. Serenita is reminding you to pay close attention to the messages encoded in your dreams, synchronicities, and symbols that surround you right now. Through those doorways, you can further explore the great mystery of your heart's desire. This is interesting. I'm getting a few things. One, I don't know, this idea of, if you guys haven't tried it, maybe try rose tea. I think that may do some of you some good in terms of actually like you'll know it when you try it basically, but it does do pretty well for the energy body, I find, at least. But this idea of soul retrieval and kind of like the idea of having to heal the stunted parts of the self, there's a gift with Pisces when it comes down to being able to essentially mold itself back into, not mold itself back, but mold itself into a character in this game we call life in a lot of cases, right? And not to be like, not to be a character in an ingenuine sense, but the idea of creating who you need to be, creating who you really want to be, is a lot of times it comes through the element of being broken, right? Having your actuality broken in a lot of senses, in a lot of cases. And this is this is a very traumatic experience that is paired with a very real capability that is equal and opposite in terms of the capabilities here, because we have the ability to feel, or I'm sorry, Pisces has the ability to feel, right? This idea of feeling, of being able to reach out and feel it's a tremendous thing, right? It's like there is a very real there is a very real level of compassion that comes with that, but it's also with this idea of vulnerability, right? So that idea of, and a lot of times that idea could be exactly what leads to the traumatic experience that leads to having to rebuild oneself in a lot of cases. This idea of purification, you should understand, or not purification, but I'm looking at this idea of what's possible through the concept of love, or not the concept, the being able to really resonate in a vibration of love. I say it is tremendous. Okay, it's so in terms of when we think about rebuilding, we don't want to hide our what we view as a vulnerability, right? We want to gain power over the natural sense of the natural ability to feel and be able to feel other people. We want to use that and turn that into something that is really more akin to a superpower, if we really think about it. This is going to require this element of being it's kind of like building calluses, right? You're vulnerable, and you know that you can be struck here, but you're not hiding the capability to be struck. You are simply becoming more resilient to if you are ever struck again, right? And that's not that's not, hey, I'm going to never get in a relationship again or something like that because I was hurt before. That's, I'm going to get in a relationship again because I feel like this could supplement my life. This relationship could supplement my life. That's a different energy, right? And there's a high capability for that. And I say, I'm going to give it my all, but I'm going to give it my all in this relationship and with this particular thing, because this is there's still, like, I'm not going to let my past define me. I'm just going to essentially just be better. And that's kind of what you want to look for. You want to look for ways and elements to be better. So in this idea of what's happening here, be ready to retrieve your soul fragments and understand what it means to have to retrieve your soul fragments, and be happy with, or not be happy, but be hopeful about what could come from how you rebuild yourself, and essentially the calluses that you may or may not actually form, right? This is very interesting in terms of where you could actually see yourself right now, but also just the idea of what's happening today. Look at the synchronicities, look at the signs, and try to make sense of things. Try to make sense of things and consciously go into understand that there is a world of the unseen that may have a message for me in a lot of cases, and start to be ready to hear that. And particularly if you're ignoring the capability for relationships in a lot of cases, in the case, in a case where you know that somebody's really is seeking partnership or seeking kind of to know you a bit more. And with that being said, I'm gonna end it there. I want you guys to have a good week, and also I will see you next week. Thanks.